Hello guys, thank you guys for joining back another training video. Today we'll be just discussing risk management. I'm gonna make it a little bit brief. Not gonna take up your guys' time too much, right? So I'm trying to simplify all the tips as possible. So as you can see over here on my left, where my mouse is at, we have 6 tips. So let's go through them one by one. The first tip I have and practicing risk management, and I always recommend to everyone, is to have a trading plan, right? Before taking any trade, you need to know what session you're going to trade, what hours you're trading for. You need to, what kind of pairs you're focusing on, or you trading looking through just a bunch of forex pairs. Um, how many trades you're taking per day, like all that stuff, right? And I always recommend don't take more than 2 trades, maybe 3, but no take more than 2 to 3 trades per day. If you could stick to 1 trade per day, that's good, right? But have a trading plan first. Have a routine. Getting yourself right and have a steady mind, stable mind before getting on the charts. This way you can trade properly and your psychology is on point, right? The second tip for my risk management is changing the color of your candlestick. I put or here, the color of your candlesticks, right? And you guys can screenshot these tips and have them always, right? And the reason why I say change the color of your candlestick, as you can see, the candlesticks on my chart is blue and black, right? The reason I don't keep it as green and red is because nothing wrong with green, but the thing with the color red is that all of life we see red as danger, stop, loss, fires. It's just something that speed up your heart rate, right? When you're driving on the street, right, is there a red stoplight telling you to stop, right? Or a red stop sign telling you, to stop, don't move, right? So red always signify that danger, and it plays with your psychology, right? So there's traders that they make their candlestick, they could be yellow and blue, and like for me, blue and black. It can be just all black. If you understand what you're doing, but I do recommend changing that red color from your candlestick. It helps with your psychology, right? The third risk management tip is the risk only 1 to 2% per trade. Now we're getting into the trading aspect, right? You want to risk only 1 to 2% per trade, right? And the reason why 1 to 2% per trade, this will help you when it comes to if you're going for a funded account. It will help you and stop you from blowing accounts. Okay. So it will help you once again to prevent. It will help prevent you from blowing accounts, and it also help you to pass funding challenges. Okay. And the fourth tip for the day for the risk management for this risk management training is to have a minimum, right? We all, there's a different type of trader. If you're a swing trader, scalp, intraday, right? I always recommend, no matter what kind of trader you are, to have a minimum of 1 to 2 risk to reward. Some trades only going to be a 1 to 1, right? And some trades may only go 5%, 0.5% in profit, and it could reverse and go hit stop loss, whatever case be. But there's rules to protect yourself from that as well. But as always, have a minimum of 1 to 2 risk to reward. With an R to R, with a risk to reward, with this risk to reward, you can be profitable with 50% win rate strategy. So I want you guys to take a look at this example over here, right? Example is, say you have 10 trades, right? Say you took 10 trades for the month, for the week, whatever. You took 10 trades, right? And out of the 10 trades, say you lost 7 and you was risking only 1%, going back to our rule number 3, risking 1%, right? And because the risk to reward is 1 to 2, you're risking 1% to make 2%, right? So you lost 7 out of 10 trades, right? You lost 7% on that top, right? And said that was for in a matter of 3 weeks, right? Or 2 weeks, whatever. You lost 7%, right? Or it could be a matter of a month. It did, but you lost 70% at the end of the day. And you won the other 3 trades, right? You won 3 trades out of 10. And that's only in total. They all hit 1 to 2. They all hit your 2%. They all hit your target, right? That's a 6% win, which is 7% loss minus a 6% profit. Your overall count is at a 1% loss. This would, with this risk to reward, it will prevent you from blowing accounts fast. And with a small risk of 1% will also help preventing you from blowing accounts, right? And the beautiful thing with this risk to reward is you don't need a strategy that's 80% accurate, 60% accurate, 90% accurate. You only need a strategy that is 50% accurate, have a 50% win rate. Because if you have a 50% win rate, right, you should be 5% in profit. If you lost 10 trades and if you lost 5 trades and won 5, or even if you say the 20 trades, you lost 10 and won 10, right? You should end in 5% profit, right? So that's the beautiful thing with risking 1 to 2, have a risk reward of 1 to 2, okay? And only risking 1% per trade, 2% max, right? And the reason I'm gonna mention, and there's a reason why I put 2% here as well, right? That's gonna have to that's gonna be related to tip number 6. Tip number 5 is stop loss should be at entry / profit or in profit once you're at least 1 to 1. I wouldn't say at least, but at max 1 to 1 risk to reward in profit. So what I mean is, if you enter this trade, right, and stop loss hit 1%, you're risking 1%, right? So make overall 2% up here. But trade is currently sitting 1%, right? When your trade is currently sitting at 1% in profit, that stop loss should be at entry or at least in profit. And this varies based on if you're a swing trader. It varies based on if you think the market had a potential over reversing. Even by then, you probably even want to close out. But a lot of factors varies to that. So if you want to put your stop loss a little bit in profit or keep it at entry. But once you're 1 to 1, sorry about that. But once you're 1 to 1, your stop loss should be at entry. Okay, protect your account. You always want to protect your account. Okay. Last, right? Last is know your setups. Know if a trade is an A setup or B setup. And what I mean by A setup is that golden setup. That setup where it's like, this is a 90% win rate setup, right? When you see the setup, you know it's good. And on a setup like that, you may want to take 2% risk on it. You might want to, or probably a 1.5. You risk a little bit more, right? But you still never want to over leverage. And even with that, right, there's strategies to take that 2% risk to work, right? The B setup, you want to risk even less than your 1%. B setup, you may want to risk only 0.5%, right? Know your setups, know your strategies, and learn your setups. If your standard strategy, you're supposed to have 6 confluences, and you see a setup that only has 4 confluences, maybe you want to put 0.5% on that trade versus your standard trade that have 6 confluence, right? So know your setup. Okay. So this really covers my take on risk management, guys. I don't think it needs to be so deep, right? And do all these other things, right? Once you have that trading plan, you know, okay, I'm trading New York session from 8:30 to 10. For example, just throwing random number, 8:30 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. You adjust your candlestick colors. So, help with your psychologies. In your trading plan, you say you're doing one trade per day, right? So you're risking 1% on that trade, right? And you're gonna have a risk reward of 1 to 2. But you took your trade. Once that trade is 50, once that trade is 1 to 1 or 50% in profit, right, from your target, stop loss at entry or somewhere in profit, right? And based on the trade that you just took, you're either going to risk that 1 to 2% on that trade, or you're going to risk less than 1%, right? And you just keep repeating that daily, right? It's really that simple. Now, the other technique, what I was saying in terms of entering, like say an A setup, but with a little bit more risk, right? You're not going to enter your full 2% at the entry, right? What I do recommend, you enter 1% here, right? And as price come down, you might, that same lot that you use up here, you use it here again, right? 50% there. So really you're risking now 1.5%, right? So that trade, say you enter the trade, winning profit a little bit, not enough where you move your stop loss at break even, it pull maybe 50%. So you enter, with the other lot. So now you're risking 1.5%, right? If trade end up hitting stop loss, right? But the benefit of that, right? The benefit of that is, you have two entries. So say use a standard 1.0, right? And the price may went up, came down a little bit here, 50% or so. You popped another 1.0. So in total, you're risking 1.5%, right? Total you're risking 1.5%. The benefit of this is now if prices have to play out in favor of you, right? This trade here currently, the second setup here will be in profit 1.5%, right? And then your first trade here is another profit 1.5%. And this is where now you probably could close your first entry and secure 1% and let this other one run to this target here. And the beautiful thing is that because it's at that 50% in profit target, that 1-to-1 risk reward from your original entry here, this second entry, you could put the stop loss at the original entry over here. So now your stop loss is in profit, right? And you let that one run to your overall target, right? And if that overall target hit, you make 2.5% plus the 1% you already secured. So you'd have made 3.5% on this trade. Okay. So that's another technique. So let me make that clear again. So again, make that a little more clearer. Do that again. So you're in a trade, you're risking 1.0 lot, right? Trade went in a little bit of profit, not enough where you move your stop loss to break even. It went down a little bit. So now you enter another position there, same stop loss, right? As your original trade, and same target up here, right? This one you also risking one. You also put a standard there, but because it's 50%, right? You're risking this. If trade hit the stop loss here, that's considered 5%, 0.5, sorry, 0.5%, right? While this will be 1% risk, right? So my drawing is a little ugly, right? Now, this first trade that you took, we're negative 5% down. As this turned back around and go hit your target, you're 1% in profit, right? And as this one also, this one also going in profit there, you're now 1.5% in profit, right? So what you can do is close off this first trade over here. So you secured 1%, right? You secure 1%. Now, because this is also at the same 50% target of your original entry, this trade, instead of moving stop loss to break even here, you can actually move your stop loss now to the original entry up here, which is now in profit, or you could put it a little bit higher, up to you, right? but now you could move it in profit, right? And if this trade played out correctly, even if it had a little hiccup and then a, a little dash and then cuts back up, played out correctly, right? You off this trade from this second entry that you took down here, you just made 2.5%, right? So that 2.5% plus this 1.5%, that 2.5% plus that 1% over here, right? You total now of 3.5%. And that would be a great trading day on your account. So that is how you can, benefit from a setup. If you know you have that golden trade where it's 90% accuracy, you know what I mean? You're risking a little bit more than your 1%. You're risking 1.5, but that's all right because you know when the trade play out, you make profit. Now, I'm only recommend you can close off partials here. Once again, that trade is concrete and solid and it just blow through and continue going. Not only did you make 2% off the first trade, but you also made 2.5 off the second trade. You made 4.5% on one trade. 4.5% on one trade. One trade. That's near passing your funded account, your second stage of a funded challenge of 5%. All right. So this is a beautiful, beautiful risk to reward strategy. Okay. So trade management strategy. Okay. So once again, these are my rules for risk management. Just a little recap. Look at this today. Traded your USD JPY, right? And this is a nice, beautiful example of what I mean. I had a golden entry based on my market bandit strategy. So my entry was here, right? Trade went 5%, 50% negative. I entered again. So I entered here with a standard and I entered here with a standard, right? Trade literally, was negative sitting there. Boom, drop here in my original entry. Boom, drop here. So now, it was a 38 pip stop going for 84 pips, narrow 1 to 2. But price dropped here, and I'll just close out both entries and secure my profit for the night. This literally just happened real time, as you guys can see. As I'm recording this video, I made profit earlier, and then I decided to make this video. Okay. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.